Johnny, let's talk Oneil Cruz for a second. And I realize he's coming off a major injury, and his talent remains tantalizing. That's clear, you know. But I wonder if, like me, the thought has occurred to you that is this going to work? Is he going to be a star long term, or is he for one thing maybe too tall? We've seen guys like that with holes in their swing when you're that big. And is shortstop the right position for him? Like, I'm at least starting to wonder if this is all going to work for Oneil Cruz. How about you?
I am too, and I think this is how I feel about Oneil Cruz. If you took Oneil Cruz to a tryout camp, he'd be the star of the show because he hits the ball a mile. He's one of the fastest guys in the league, and he has a great arm. But sometimes those skills don't, or tools, as the scouts like to say, don't always translate into games if you don't have a certain sense for the game, of how the game is played, how to use your talent. And to be quite honest, and I don't think Oneil Cruz really understands how to play baseball. I'm gonna be totally blunt here. I mean, he just reminds me of a guy just out there trying to use his physical ability, but he swings at bad pitches. He makes bad decisions on the bases. He's so-so as a fielder. And, he reminds me very much of Gregory Polanco. Oh. You remember when Polanco came up?
Yeah.
And he did all kind of, the guy clearly had talent, and at times he showed it. But, he made like terrible base running decisions. He ruined his career by messing his shoulder up running the bases. And I just think that Cruz just does not have a feel for the game of baseball. And I don't know if he wasn't taught right coming up through the farm system, or it's just he just doesn't have it, and he's never going to have it. But, I thought he would show better as he got older, to show better instincts for the game, but he just really doesn't.
Well, that really is kind of a heartbreaking thing, because I was thinking of that exact same comparison to Polanco. And Polanco was a little bit taller guy, and had a swing that just was going to never, ever really be consistent, and just never seemed to have any feel for the game at all, especially in the field. And my question, John, is at some point, do they have to have the conversation of maybe trying to see if he can play first base? And I'm talking about Cruz. Because they've got a lot of other middle infielders. He's 6'6". I mean, he's got a big wingspan. Is that something that maybe at some point they're going to have to do?
I think at some point I would leave him on. What I would do this year, because let's face it, all the pennant fever that we had a couple weeks ago is pretty much resolved now. It's gone away. I would use this. I would keep him at shortstop at least through the All-Star break, and really give him a long run there to find out once and for all if he can play short or not. But it certainly makes a lot of sense for him to go to first base eventually, because of his size and the fact that when you look at their farm system, they don't have a first base prospect really at any level of the farm system. So it's not like there's somebody coming up soon that you're going to plug into the lineup. So, yeah, I think it's certainly worth considering, but they have to do something with him. And that's the frustrating part. He's so talented, but he just can't turn that talent into results.